Hello guys, I'm Hunnie, and welcome to Hunnie Films. Nowadays, office workers run on coffee. Without an Americano in the morning, our brains are just mush. Without a latte in the afternoon, we don't even have the energy to slack off. We think of coffee as a symbol of clarity, reason, and modern life. But if you were thrown back to Europe centuries ago, holding a cup of coffee, you might face three endings: excommunicated by the Pope, thrown in jail by the king, or fined by street sniffers. Yes, this humble bitter water was once the public enemy number one. In the 16th century, when coffee beans first arrived in Europe with Venetian merchants, they faced crazy resistance from the clergy. In the eyes of those pious priests, this drink was pure evil. First, it came from pagan lands. Second, it was dark like mud from hell. Third, it was bitter, but made people strangely excited. So, the priests petitioned together, calling coffee Satan's drink, and asked Pope Clement VIII to ban it. Pope was cautious and decided to taste it first. After that historic sip, the Pope's eyebrows relaxed. He exclaimed,
"This devil's drink is so delicious that it would be a pity to let the infidels have exclusive use of it."
So, the Pope made a brilliant move. He baptized the coffee. Since it was baptized by God, it was now one of us. Passing the Pope was easy, but the king was a different story. In 17th century England, coffee houses were popping up everywhere. They had a nickname, penny universities. For just a penny, you could buy coffee and sit all day, listening to people brag, debate, and talk politics. This made King Charles II very unhappy, because alcohol made people drunk and forgetful, but coffee made them dangerously sober. When sober people gathered, they started discussing politics and roasting the king. So, in 1675, Charles II issued the famous proclamation for the suppression of coffee houses, trying to shut them all down, claiming they nourished idleness and rumors. The result? Londoners were furious and almost rioted. Even a royalist couldn't live without coffee. The king had an army, but he was afraid of these sober madmen. The ban only lasted 11 days before he had to shamefully withdraw it. The weirdest ban happened in Prussia, modern-day Germany. The famous Frederick the Great was a staunch beer lover. He noticed people were buying imported coffee, causing gold and silver to flow out of the country, and no one was drinking local beer anymore. So, in 1777, he declared,
"I was brought up on beer, and so were my troops. Coffee drinkers cannot fight wars."
To ban coffee, he not only imposed a 400% tax, but also created a unique force in human history, the coffee sniffers. These were disabled war veterans with keen noses. They roamed the streets every day, sniffing for the smell of roasting coffee beans from chimneys. Once they smelled it, they rushed in to find people. Imagine that scene. You brew a coffee at home, sealing all doors and windows, terrified of the dog noses passing by. Drinking coffee felt like committing a crime. Despite all the bans, coffee eventually conquered the world. Why? Because the Industrial Revolution arrived. In the agricultural age, farming while tipsy on beer was fine. But in the machine age, facing high-speed gears and precision instruments, humans needed a fuel to stay awake. Alcohol makes you slow, caffeine makes you wired. So, humans didn't choose coffee. Efficiency chose coffee. It is the stimulant of modern civilization and proof that we have to hustle. Now, we have coffee freedom. But sometimes looking at this dark liquid that keeps me alive, I wonder, are we drinking it too fast? Coffee represents rushing, awakening, and a fast pace. But we can't be tense forever. If coffee is for waking up, then tea is for calming down. When we don't need to fight wars or hit KPIs, maybe we should put down the Americano and choose a gentler drink. After all, life isn't just about sprinting, it's also about breathing. I'm Hunnie. See you in the next video.